So guys, welcome to my live video. This is actually my first live video, okay? So come draft a pattern with me. I want to write it down. Yeah. So let's just do this together. I have with me my tape, my pencil, and my rulers. Yeah, I have with me my rulers and the rest of them, okay? So let's get started. Sorry about the noise, so sorry. But let's just get started. Now, from the top of my fabric, I'll just go ahead and I will mark the half length of this client, okay? I'm actually making this for clients. Let's just go live, okay? So I'll just go ahead and mark the half length of this dress here, which is 17 inches, okay? So now I'll be doing the front and back together. That means I'll be drafting both front and back of this dress together, okay? So after doing this, I'll just go ahead and connect here. I'll just go ahead and connect all the lines together like this, okay? As you can see me doing. So from here, I will come down by 9 inches, okay? Yeah, that's my hip line. So I'm coming down by 9 inches from this side, okay? As you can see me doing. So I'll just come down by 9 inches. Yeah, I'll just come down by 9 inches from here. So I'm pressing a button. So, sorry for the break in transmission. So I'll just go ahead and mark out the hip line, okay? Like this, as you can see me doing. So for this full length, the whole length of the dress is actually longer than this, okay? But I'll be using this length. That is, I'll be using this whole paper to do it, but the whole length is longer than this. So now, after getting my half length, I went down to get my hip length, okay? That's by 9 inches. I went to get my hip length, and remember I said I'll actually be using this full length, okay? So let's continue. Now, after doing this, I'll just label this. This is my half length. Now, for the half length, this is the front half length, okay? That's 17 inches, and this is my hip line. I'll just go ahead and label it. Now, from this hip line, I will come down by 20 inches to get the new length, okay? I'll come down by 20 inches to get the new length, like this. As you can see me doing, I'll just come down by 20 inches to get the new length, like so. So I'll just go ahead and connect it like this, as you can see me doing, and I'll label it my new length, okay? So now remember, this is our front this is our front half length. So I will come up here and come in, sorry, by 2 inch, because the difference between my back half length and my front half length is 2 inch, okay? So that means my back half length is 15 and my front half length is 17, okay? So I'll just go ahead and label it like this, okay? So from this part to this part is my back half length, but from this particular side, let me bring it so you can see, from this particular side to this side, okay, is my front half length. So this side is the back pattern and this side is the front pattern, okay? This is the back pattern and this is the front pattern. So let's just get started, okay? So what I'll just go ahead to do right now is to get my bust point. Okay, now the bust point for this dress is 10 inches. So I'll just go ahead and get the bust point, and I will mark like this. Okay, as you can see me doing, I'll just go ahead and mark. Okay, so now for the shoulder measurements, now remember I said this is the back pattern. Okay, this side is the back and the other side is front. Now just go ahead and divide the shoulder by 2, and the shoulder measurement for this client is 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. Okay, so I will come down from this side by 1 inches. Now when I come down from this side by 1 inches, from this place I will take the neckline. Okay, so for the neckline I will do 3.5 inches width. This is the back neckline, and I will come down and do 1 inches depth. Okay, for the back neckline, and I'll just go in my curve ruler like this and connect. Okay, I'll connect the neckline, and I will just connect the shoulder slope like this. Okay, as you can see me doing. I don't know if this is visible enough, but just watch me do it. Okay, so now the next thing I'll just go ahead to do is to get the armhole depth. Okay, now the armhole depth, I'll divide my armhole, my bust circumference by 6 and add 1 inch to it. Okay, and 1.5 inch to it. So sorry guys, 1.5 inches to it. Okay, so now I will be using 7.5 inches to do this. Okay, now whatever I have on my shoulder measurement, I'll just bring it down to the 7.5 inches and mark it, which is 8 inches. Okay, then I'll just go use my ruler to connect it like this. Okay, I'll just use my ruler to connect it like so. Okay, as you can see me doing. So now from this side I will just get the midpoint like this. Yeah, I'll get the midpoint like this, and I will come in by 0.1 inches because this is the back back pattern, so I don't want the armhole to be too deep. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and give it a curve like this using my curve ruler. I'll just go ahead and give it a curve like so. Okay, as you can see me doing. So but before then I'll go ahead and extend this chest line like this. Okay, as you can see. So the next thing I'll just go ahead to do is to divide my measurement. That's, I'm going to divide the bust circumference by 4. Okay, on this chest line like this. Okay, I will divide the bust circumference by 4, and the bust circumference is 42 divided by 4 would give me 10 and a half. Okay, this is actually what I've done. And on the waistline, I will also come to this waistline and I'll divide the waist circumference by 4. Now 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Okay, this 9, 4, 8. That's, and on the hip side I'll just come and divide the hip circumference by 4 again. Okay, and the hip for this client is 44, which is 11 inches divided by 4. And I will just go ahead and use my rulers to connect it like so. Okay, I'll just use my ruler to connect it like so. Okay, now for the hip circumference, I'll just come in by 1.5 inches. That's whatever I have, which is 11 inches. I'll just come in by 1.5 inches from this 11 inches. Okay, yeah, which is 9.5. Then I'll just connect it like this. Okay, to my nail length like this. Okay, so the next I'll just go ahead to do now is to get the dart. So this is our back circumference is to get the dart. Now I will use my nipple by nipple. That's dividing my nipple by 2, which is 4. The nipple to nipple is 8, and divided by 2 is 4. So I'm going to use the nipple to nipple to do this, and I'll input the measurement on the half length. That's the back half length, and okay. Sorry for the noise. I'm just trying to like set something up here. So next one I'm just going to do right now is come down by 6 inches. Okay, I'll come down by 6 inches from the waistline, and I will input the same nipple to nipple here. That's after I came down by 6 inches. Okay, and on this chest line I will still do the same thing. I'll input the nipple to nipple on the chest line. Okay, as you can see me doing. So using my ruler, I'll just go ahead and connect all the lines together. Okay, like this. So after doing this, on this waistline, I will come in here by half of an inch on this waistline. Okay, I'll come in here by half of an inch on the waistline, and I'll just go ahead and connect like this. Okay, as you can see me doing. Now after doing this, I don't want to use this darts. I don't want the dress to have a dart, so it's gonna be like a dartless dress. Okay, now when I'm actually done with this, I'll come to this midpoint to eliminate zipper bulge. So on this half length, I will come in by half of an inch. Okay, and when I come in by half of an inch on this line, on this upper line, that's on this same line, I will go up by half of an inch and come down by half of an inch. Okay, that's on this straight line. I came in by half of an inch, and I came up by half of an inch, and I came down by half of an inch. I don't know if you understand my explanation. So I'll just go and connect all the lines together. Now before I connect the lines, in order for the back not to be too tight, I would have to replace this half of an inch that I'm coming in by, okay, which is here. So I'll have to replace it here. Remember I said that. So I'll just come to this place, and I'll connect. Okay, this and this other half of an inch, I'll just connect it like this. Okay, as you can see me doing. So now for our darts, I will just have to like replace this dart here. That's the dart that I am taking from this side. Okay, that's this dart. Remember I came in by half of an inch, so I have to replace it here. That's why I have to mark an extra line on this place. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and connect it to meet this new line here. So now this is a pencil gown. For this new line, I will come in here by half of an inch from the new line. I'll come in here by half of an inch from the new line like this. Okay, and I'll connect it. I'll connect it to meet the hip line. Okay, so this actually for my ass sitting, that's why I did this. Okay, that's for I don't want the ass to be too tight, so that's why I had to like come in by half of an inch and connect it to meet the hip line like this. Okay, so by the time I fix my zip on this back, it will not be too tight. So this is it. We're basically done, almost done for the back dress. Okay, so now I'll just go ahead and extend all this line. Remember I said this is a gown and it's a long gown, so by the time I transfer it to my fabric, I'll be adding more length to this length. So now this will be having a yoke, that's the back will be having a yoke. So now to work on my yoke, from this 1 inch I came down by, okay, I'll just come down by 1.5 inches like this, as you can see me doing. And on this side I will just do 3 inches, okay. That's from this midpoint. I'll just come in by 3 inches, and using my curve ruler I'll just go ahead and connect it like this, okay. That's from this 1.5 I came up by, and this 3 inches I'll connect it. I don't really know if you can see it very well. So this is my yoke. Yeah, this is my yoke. Now I'll have to tighten this yoke, okay. Now by tightening this yoke, I'll just come up by half of an inch like this, okay, and I'll just connect it like this, as you can see me doing, okay. So this is actually going off. Let's tighten my yoke. This will go like this, okay. So this is my yoke and this is my dress, okay. So now before I cut this, I will make sure I close this side that I will not be using, and I'll trim this off before cutting the fabric, okay. So now we're actually done with the back fabric. We're actually done with the back pattern, so sorry, with the back pattern. So next thing now is for me to add my allowance, okay, because I want to cut this off. Yeah, I'll take it off like this, and also for this sitting, okay, I'll do the same thing like so. So now for this place that I will not be needing, I just have to like close it, okay. I will have to close it like this using my hands, and like I use my hands like cover it up like this, okay. I don't know if you can see what I am doing because I will not be needing it, okay. So that's actually why I'm using my hands to cover it up. So using my masking tape, I will just close it. I'll close this, that since I don't need it, okay. So I'm not going to cut the rest here. I'll just keep this aside and I'll do this after the live video, okay. So this is actually what we have. This is the back pattern, okay, the back pattern. Now I'll just keep it here and let's work on the front pattern right now, okay. So this is the front pattern. So let's get started, and this is a bustier pattern. So let's get started. So the same thing we did, the first thing I'll just go ahead to do right now is to come from the top of this paper. Yeah, I'll come from the top of this paper and I will get my bust points. From the top of my paper, I'll get my bust points, which is 10 inches. Yeah, I'll get the bust points, which is 10 inches. I'll just go ahead and roll like this, okay? I'll just go ahead and roll like so. So this is my half length, this is my bust point, okay? Now my under bust is 14 inches, okay? And I'll place the tape like this from the start of the paper again to get my 14 inches, okay? So it's 14 inches like this, as you can see me doing. So I'll see this is like so, and I'll measure and I'll rule out all the lines, and this is my under bust, okay, as you can see me doing. So the next thing I'll just go ahead to do is to get the neckline. I'll mark it here, and also the shoulder measurement, okay. sorry, the shoulder divided by 2 will be here, and I'll come down by 1 inch, and I'll still take my 7.5 inch, okay, from my armhole. Let me say the same thing we did on the back pattern. That's the same thing we will do to the front pattern, like this, okay. So I'll just go ahead and connect my shoulder slope like this, and also connect the armhole depth like so, okay, as you can see me doing. So the next thing I'll just go ahead to do is to get the midpoint of this armhole, and from getting the midpoint I will just go in by half of an inch from this midpoint. So using my ruler, I'll just go ahead and connect it like this, okay, as you can see me doing. I'll just go ahead and connect it like so.